My Miele washer 4800 has a double fault, intake and drain. I read that it means the waterproof system was triggered. I can empty water from the drain in the front of the machine, and then by tipping the machine forward with towels on the floor, more water comes out from inside the machine. This gives me a few more loads, but then the fault is triggered again. Do I really need to get a tech out here to fix something?
Hi. I'm Smitty. I am a professional appliance repair consultant here to help you diagnose and repair your appliance. What are the error codes being displayed, please?
There were no error codes per se. Just lights on the panel. The combination of lights under faults, for intake and drain. Both lit and flashing. I researched that combo in Miele documentation and it indicates that the waterproof system was triggered and I need to call technical support. I also looked up how to correct this. I found to open the drain plug located on the front of the machine. Empty that. Unplu, of course. Then to clear the fault lights, I would tip the washer forward to drain water from someplace internally. The water seeps out the bottom when tilted. When no more water comes out, I plu it back in and the fault is cleared and good to go for a few times. Then it starts all over again.
Okay, the problem is the unit is leaking internally. What you need to do is determine where the leak is coming from and repair that. Give me a few minuets and I will upload a service manual to help you find the leak. Please click here to download the manual. Go to page 0104 for the instructions to remove your front panel. Once it is off, you should be able to locate the leak by the detergent trail it leaves. Thank you for allowing me to assist you. As you know, we work on the honor system here. This will not close your question, or prevent you from asking follow-up questions. Please consider clicking bonus as a nice way of saying thanks for a job well done, although this is neither required nor expected. Please read this before you rate.
Hi Smithy, I had a family emergency crop up which halted my repair work. I took the top cover off and do not see obvious path. Do I need to remove the control panel and front of machine as well?
Yes. The leak will probably not be visible just by taking off the top. It could be from a pump hose, the door gasket, or a few other components that you cannot see from the top of the unit.
Okay. I have the service manual in front of me but cannot locate how to remove the control electronic and fascia support panel.
Okay. One moment please.
Got it. I am now removing the electronics.
Okay. Equals.
I'm just learning that I do not need to be so gentil with it. Lol, do I need to remove the door itself in order to remove the front panel of the machine? Or can the door stay on?
LOL. Just don't break anything plastic. The door can stay on.
The gaskets inside the door are still connected. Can the front panel come out with the gaskets still attached? The light mechanism at top left of the gasket is still attached and it does not seem to have a lot of slack to be able to be pulled out with the front panel. Suggestions. It looks like the air gap mechanism is the one holding up the release of the panel. Actually, not an air gap. It is a tube running to the upper mechanism for the detergent, etc.
The hose should just pull off.
The big gasket connecting the door to the drum has to come off. There is a spring on the side by the hinge of the door. How do I release that spring or get the gasket disconnected? Finally got the front panel off. Yippee! Now I see that I did not need to disconnect the tube or the light. They stay with the gasket. The gasket had to be removed from the door. Wouldn't you know it? Hubby comes to help and breaks off a small plastic piece from the light fixture. Oops. Yay, I overreacted. Not a very important piece. Now I am looking for a source of a leak. Water is in bottom of the machine. There is also back shavings in the bottom. Reminds me of when the mice would munch on the insulated pipes in the attic. Still looking.
Look for anything that looks like a trail made of white powder.
How difficult is it to take a side panel off?
Looking at the drawing below, it appears that the sides do come off. How difficult it is to get to the screws, I don't know. Never had to take one off.
Yay, I was looking at the same diagram. Quick advice question, from your experience. I was thinking to dry out the inside, place a couple of pieces of paper towel in areas, and then run the machine. The question is, how much of the machine must be in place in order for it to run? I know the front panel and gasket and door, but I am thinking the top could be off. Just don't know if there are any kill switches on this. We work on amplifiers for amateur radio which generate high power and have a kill switch which engages with the top cover. Making it important to have the cover on. Or using a tool to fake it. But then we are aware that high power is being used.
If there is a kill switch, it will be obvious. The door must go back on to run the unit. No problem leaving their top off. Radio. Amplifiers? Do you have an internet site?
Are you a ham? Both my husband and I are amateur radio operators. Husband participates in multiple worldwide competitions. I do support for him as well as prepping for emergency communications within our community. California is earthquake country and we need to keep our community trained and prepared to handle the next big one which they predict should be in our near future. Gotta love the little ones. They release the pressure, thus delaying the big ones. I'm going to try and run it to see if a new wet spot can be found. I will keep in touch, if that's okay. I definitely will do a bonus.
No, not a ham operator, but Kelly is. W7TNC is his TX. Just kinda stuck on an FM transmitter project is all. Tried 5 so far and none work. Working on number 6 now. Developing them for work application. Let me know how the test goes.
Well, dried it out. Decided to remove the side panel before running the test. Having it removed, I could then see what might be happening. Taking off the panel revealed the probable source of the shavings. The hose, a chunky one. Look at page 0401 water intake. The hose is on the left, shaped like a U or J. The part NBR on the hose is NNNNNNNNNN2 with A, through the NBR2. I believe that indicates a change to the mold. For example, the picture in the manual is a mirror image of the actual one from my machine. Any case. The low point of this hose has a hole which is looped over an anchor point on the machine. At that point there appeared quite a bit of the shavings, indicating some wear. Removed the hose and looked it over. Yes, it was damp but no obvious tear or hole. Then I grabbed an intense flashlight and wow, a pinhole of light appeared. Go figure. Problem now is, looking online I cannot locate this part. Have you any suggestions on where or how this part can be obtained? In the meantime, are these hoses typically rubber? If so, I was thinking that a bicycle tire repair kit could fix this pinhole until a replacement is found. Your thoughts?
Yes, they are for the most part. Give me a bit to see if I can locate the part for you. Miele doesn't sell parts online. You will have to contact them by phone to order the part. NNN, thank you for allowing me to assist you. As you know, we work on the honor system here. This will not close your question, or prevent you from asking follow-up questions. Please consider clicking bonus as a nice way of saying thanks for a job well done, although this is neither required nor expected. Please read this before you rate.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/YTHI.